the best way of losing weight is not think of it as a diet, but a change of lifestyle. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so taking that in consideration, there are many successful programs, but the most successful program for anybody, unless I'm wrong here, you got to stick to it. You have the people who are going to coach you and help you get through it. We can do this over. The first thing you have to realize, there are probably many successful ways of losing weight. But from your experience, the most successful way that you have dealt with is you got to be at it continuously. It's a habits that you have developed have to be broken, and you're giving some tools to make the trip a little more successful. And one of the tools is learn to eat correctly. Not a diet, but a new way of eating, selective eating. So you're going to learn to eat the right kind of food, the right amount of food, and that can be attained by many sources, your way and some others. But the thing is consistency, and the most important thing is, even if you slip once in a while, you pick up the pieces, you move on. No one's perfect. And as far as you know, all your pencils and my pencils still have erasers. Is that true?
We help the person get back on track.
Can lose weight as long as they make the commitment. And the first thing you do with them, you say, you know something? We don't want to lose 5 pounds. You really have to lose 22 pounds. So you look at that, you say, this is what you really have. It may not get you to a point where you're like a model that's going to be in a magazine, but this makes the most sense by your BMIs and all the factors, all your medical condition. This is what your goal is. We're not setting something in between. You're going to reach that goal. You're not going to do it in a week. You're going to make a reasonable period of time. You're going to make sure your doctor agrees to it. There's no medical contraindication, but you're putting the real goal up in front, not some phony halfway point. Is that true?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
On a diet, you get a new change of life. And what you are doing here, you're offering a little bit of guidance on a continuous basis. And I see in both your eyes, it isn't what you made, it's what you did with these patients. In other words, your success isn't how much you could go shopping with money. It's what you did to these people so they can live the life and they can go shopping for a more happy life. Is that true?
Yeah, we have a lot of passion of helping people.
I see it, and I see these beautiful letters here.
And we have to tell you one other thing. It's very important. I've been in this business a long time. Every single client, hundreds, when there's 1,000 people, all have my phone number at home.
And mine too, and my
Lori's phone number and her cell phone number.
Every client.
So
that's right.
In the 16 and a half, almost 17
So I don't think
years
you
of
should
my
call
own
this.
business,
I don't think this is. You shouldn't even
me.
call this a business. This is your way of life.
You're right.
I want to say just 2 things, okay? Just
Who gives their phone number?
Number one.
Some pediatricians. But
people need to learn how to lose weight in a manner that most closely resembles the way they will eat for the rest of their life. That's point number 1. Point number 2, I'm a poor Brooklyn girl that didn't go to college. A lot of my clients, they're upscale, they're highly educated, more so than me. They don't come to the great Lori Boxer because I'm going to teach them, hey, you know, a piece of baked or broiled fish is a lot better for you than a slice of pizza. They already know that stuff. People come to me because I'm going to teach them how much of what's good for them they need to have every day. If you only had good food, eating right does not mean eating the way you should. Fish, fruits, and vegetables are good for you, no doubt. But if you don't eat enough of those, you won't lose weight either. There are people that will have a good breakfast.
So starvation.
You have to eat all day long.
It's a temporary one-day thing and right back to things.
First of all, you'll feel like garbage. If you don't give your body enough fuel, you could be falling asleep at the wheel of your car.
And there are overweight vegetarians.
And so the last thing I want to say...
Wait a minute, there are overweight vegetarians?
Yeah, right. People think because they're a vegetarian that they have to be skinny. But I've known overweight vegetarians because they're, again, eating more than their body is burning off. And what they're not eating is turning to storage fat and they're gaining weight.
Here's what we do. 4 words, honestly. Aside from the word passion, because I can't tell you how I live and breathe for this. Like I said, I have the power to change someone's life, and I take it really, really seriously. And what we do with everybody, young and old, okay, we give them structure, discipline, guidance, and accountability. That's why we see our clients 2 to 3 days a week. We don't want too many days elapsing in between visits. The more often they see us, the more disciplined they are
Well, listen,
when they're not with us, because they know they're coming to see us.